just like, I used to ride bareback and broke my hymen. I started bleeding down my leg and it was gallopers or whatever the fuck they're called. Welcome, everybody, back to the Vacant Hour Podcast. My name is Dylan. It has been a long while since we've recorded one of these.
I'm Vanessa. Hello.
This is my co-host, Vanessa, and her new boyfriend.
I'm Junker. And I'm not green hair. Now I'm Junker.
What are you talking about?
It's a TikTok.
All right. Well, it's been a minute since we recorded one of these. It's been about 7 months. We have just kind of got inspired based on what did start this. We were talking about this last night in the car.
Well, we stopped the podcast because it got too hard. Because it's hard to talk about stuff for an hour.
And we really had no experience working with doing podcasts. I didn't really listen to any. And in the 7 months that we've been in between this, we did upload some stuff on another channel that I was kind of working on. But it's super tough having a full-time job and her going to school and stuff, and me doing my own little thing to be able to record podcasts and stuff. But I think it's been more eye-opening for me to actually take some time to listen to podcasts. I've been listening to the H3H3 podcast. I've been listening to
literally everyone who has a podcast.
Yeah.
Everyone has podcasts these days.
Yeah. And I thought we have some interesting things to share. We do a lot of crazy things. We're kind of weird personalities, and I thought maybe people would enjoy it. I may be overstepping my boundaries by saying that. But I also do have other things than the podcast that I personally want to upload. I have movie ideas that I kind of have been pitching to Vanessa for a little bit, and I'm really excited for her. Yeah. But we'll talk about that later.
Another thing, our one listener, my best friend Heather, likes the podcast when we did it and has asked us a million times, when are you going to do the podcast again? So this one's for you, bud.
Yeah, this one's for you, Heather.
You're welcome.
Like I said, it has been a while. There's been a lot of things that have changed in 7 months. Do you have any? Let's talk about that.
I have a tiny head, a sloth.
Yeah.
If you've seen those bears with a really tiny head and big body, well, I have one, and that's.
Yeah, Vanessa's birthday was literally 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I bought her.
On Friday.
Yeah, on Friday, and I bought her.
I'm 22.
Yeah.
And I didn't make the joke. What's that Taylor Swift song? Well, it's called 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling it. 22. I didn't make the joke. I refrained. I wanted to, but everybody's made the joke. And I probably won't make the joke when 23 comes around.
I didn't.
Is nobody that Blink-182? When you're 20.
I said nobody likes you when you're 22, and Vanessa
I was like, wow, okay.
She's it's 23, and I went, fuck, I've been saying that wrong this whole time.
Almost. I'm almost there where no one likes me.
Yeah, exactly.
So then, I'm in the clear.
But I did end up buying her a couple of things. I had to kind of last minute buy her stuff because I was dead broke. But I work 2 minutes from the mall, so I ran in there and I ended up finding some cool stuff. There's some things she pointed out. There was this candle that she really wanted.
No, you actually guessed the candle. I didn't even know that existed.
I know, but I remember us talking about the candle, the smell of that candle, or that kind of smell candle from the Paris one that we had a long time ago.
Because there's this really nice candle. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but it's called Paris Cafe, and
it's bomb smelling.
It smells like coffee. When you light it, it makes the whole place smell like Starbucks.
And our room smells like hot chocolate because I got a hot chocolate smelling one. It smells kind of it has a tinge of coffee. It is very good.
It is. I love those kind of scents. I love the smell of coffee and hot drinks. I don't really like fruity stuff or too sweet. I'm very vanilla. I love the vanilla scent. Or lavender.
I also got her what else?
Favorite to lotion, which is the sleep lavender and vanilla scent, because lotions are really hard to pick out because if it's too overpowering, it's really hard to wear. And also, off topic, I recently switched to natural deodorant because the scent of, like, whatever's in, like, deodorant, like that aluminum smelling kind of, just smells bad to me, and it's overpowering, and it made my clothes smell bad, and it also didn't work for me that well. Like, I found myself getting very stinky. But now that I switched, I am a lot sweatier, but I don't smell as bad. Like, I use that, what is it?
Yeah, she wakes up like in a puddle of sweat every night. It's fucking horrible. What are you asking about? Like what the lotion?
What's the deodorant called?
I mean, I know the one I use is like Dr.
Yeah.
Schmidt's.
I used to use that, but the baking soda hurts. Now I use that other one. Something with an N.
I think it's like Naturals or some shit like that.
Whatever. It smells really good. It's like a vanilla scent as well, and just want to point that out. But I love vanilla and lavender scents.
I did not get her any deodorant though.
He got me. What else did you get?
I got you this guy.
A Naruto hat.
Oh yeah, I got her this
the primitive line. If you guys like are weebs, released like a Naruto collection, and I was like, Dylan.
Yeah, she wanted to match them, and I ended up getting one that was like, it's a dad hat. It's orange. It has the Hidden Leaf Village symbol on the top, and it says primitive that goes through the lettering and stuff. It also has like the Hidden Leaf Village thing on the back embroidered in their little logo thing. But it's a pretty cool hat. I really liked it.
We both had them.
But when I was there, I was at Zoomies as where I got it. I was looking around, and I totally forgot that H3H3 did a collab with Rip and Dip, which they sell at Zoomies. Well, they have all of the Teddy Fresh hoodies at Zoomies, and I was like, holy shit. And I found the one that we are currently both wearing, because when we got home, I put it on and went, this thing is so fucking nice. I love this thing. Shout out to Ethan Klein if you ever don't want me to rep your shit, I'll do it. But it's one of their color block hoodies with it's purple. It's the purple like chest piece. It's got like a light blue on the right arm with yellow cuffs, pink on the left arm, yellow hood, yellow drawstrings, black little what are these little hole things where the strings go through?
And then
it says Teddy Fresh. It has their Teddy Fresh logo in red on the breast. It's embroidered, and it's super weird about this hoodie is that it doesn't, the pockets usually on a hoodie, they kind of meet, it's just like a tunnel. This one, it doesn't. It's two separate pockets, which is just kind of something you have to get used to. But yeah, I ended up spending way too much money on two hoodies because they're fucking expensive. They're like almost $90 a hoodie. It's fucking crazy, but worth it. Like, they're so nice. This is like the nicest hoodie I wear. And I never usually go with crazy colors like this. I'm more of like a black and white type of person. I'm pretty bland. But I kind of went out of my boundaries and grabbed one of these, and yeah, I like it. Like, I recommend it to anybody. It's nice and warm too.
Yeah. And then Saturday, because my mom's birthday is before mine on the 5th. Your mom's
boyfriend, didn't you say? You said your mom's birthday.
My mom's boyfriend, I said.
Yes. I thought you said you were, whatever. Continue.
Is on the 5th. So we kind of got together. Well, we got together on his birthday and ate a nice birthday din.
I had very mediocre ramen at whatever that place is. P.F. Chang's.
I like P.F. Chang's. I was excited for the ramen. I tried some of his and it was okay. But we went snowboarding Saturday.
Yeah, that was a good time.
It was my first time, and it was very hard. I'm very sore, and I have a big old bruise on my butt cheek.
It was technically my third time. I went a few years ago, and I was pretty natural at it. I didn't really spend much time on like green slopes and stuff.
But you also skateboard.
Yeah, I used to skateboard. I used to go wakeboarding. I slacklined a lot, so my balance is pretty good, and I kind of have the fundamentals down of riding a skateboard and just leaning back and forth to turn, which is one thing we could probably try before we go, is if just getting you on a skateboard and getting you to lean back and forth.
I think honestly the snowboard was easier for me because I've tried to get on skateboards and it they both kind of slip out under you.
The only
but you're locked into a snowboard.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that I think is kind of off, that I don't like about a snowboard, is that on a skateboard, if I'm about to crash, I can ditch the board. With that, if I fall with a snowboard, that thing's gonna, like you, when you fell, you would twist your ankles and God. Shit.
When I fell, I was like, in my mind, I was like thinking, okay, when I fall, it's not gonna be that bad. Like, I'm falling in the snow. I'm probably just gonna be like, you know, like if you've ever jumped in snow and it's like you get stuck. No, I was like flipping and it just hurt.
Next time, maybe we could try doing like a vlog thing if anybody's interested in that. If anybody's ever going to comment on these. But if you're interested, maybe we could do like a snowboarding vlog. I think that'd be kind of fun to do going up.
I am very sore. Like, I've worked at almost every single muscle in my body.
Yeah, she was doing good though. We got her.
I feel like it was a lot easier than I thought it would be, but the hardest part was stopping and slowing down because I would just fall to stop.
It's tough, and the thing that sucks is where we were at. There's not any bunny slopes. They just have like green slopes. And so for anybody that doesn't know anything about snowboarding, the different kind of slopes is there's the bunny slope, which is usually kind of for like little kids or people learning how to ride a snowboard or ski for the first time. Then they have the green ones, which are the easiest slopes on that mountain. Then it goes up to blue. Then it goes up to, I think it just goes up to black. And then it's like, I think it's like black diamond, and the double black diamond, I think, is the hardest. I may be wrong on that. But we were on a green slope. It was an easy slope for.
And you did one blue.
Yeah, I got to do one blue because the first time we went down twice, you and I.
Yeah.
And she was sore, so her and her mom also fell and like looked like she
almost broke her wrist.
Yeah, the funniest thing is she was going down the hill and she was like, imagine, so the snowboard's attached to you. She was going with her hands on the ground, her butt in the air, and just going down the whole mountain like that. So
I thought she was actually learning. So I tried my best to learn because I didn't want to be the only one who was doing it wrong. And come to like the last time we did it like a third time, me and my mom. And I was waiting for her. And I looked behind me. And she's just riding down, all the way down. Like, butt up in the air, just going super fast. And I'm like, really?
It looks so funny. Like, oh my God. But she like hurt her wrist doing that. It looked like she had popped a vein in like her wrist because it was all swollen purple. But they were out just getting drinks and stuff. And her mom's boyfriend, the Mr. Man, I'll just call him Mr. Man. Mr. Man and I were decided we were going to go out. He also had a friend there that he goes all the time. He skis, and we're like, oh, let's all go do a harder one. So we went and did a green route. Actually, I think this is before we saw Mr. Man. Me and Steve went up a green route, another one that was a little harder, and we shredded through it pretty quick. Then we decided we would just want to hit it again. We hit it again because the first time that I went, I was going down and there was a jump that I was like, I'm going to hit this jump. Well, I had just been doing like there's really no warm up because I was following Vanessa down the first two times pretty slowly. But when I hit the jump, I hit it right at the peak of the jump. So my board slipped out from under me and I hit the ground so hard. And it's pretty early in the year for snowboarding. So the snow is not very fresh. It's pretty iced down. So it's like hitting like concrete going like 20 miles an hour. It fucking sucked. Yeah. But I told him later on in the day, at the very end when we were leaving, like I had fallen, and I don't tell me if you've ever had this before, but I had fallen and I landed on one of my butt cheeks and it kind of gripped and it felt like my ass got torn in half.
Gripped what? The snow?
Like my pant, like it like grabbed and it like slipped and I was rolling and it felt like my ass got torn and it really fucking hurt. But I ended up just getting up and just continue riding. Then we did it a second time. We went and checked on them and they were like still just kind of hanging out. And so we decided to go up, which is where we saw Mr. Man's little buddy, the skier boy. We were just like, oh, we're just gonna meet up with you guys on the green route. Well, you guys can go do it after you guys get rested up, and then we'll just meet you halfway down or wherever you're at. Then we did our little route. We did a blue route, which was pretty tough. It was a good time though. I didn't crash that time. But we came down and we're coming up the ski lift, and Mr. Man is looking around and he goes, where's Vanessa's mom? And I was like, I don't know. And as we were looking, all I see is a pair of like orange legs, like facing our direction, going down the hill. And I'm like, what the fuck? There she is. And I didn't see.
You didn't see me.
I didn't see Vanessa, but we were like, shake what your mama gave you from the like top of the lift, and we ended up getting up the lift. And I thought Vanessa would be kind of short behind her mom, and I was.
No, she left me in the dust.
Yeah, I was hauling down the hill, and I saw her, and I just like stopped and like was like, okay, let's get down the hill. And
well, I was already like really beat up because when you go the first time and you're learning, you're falling, so I was like real hurt. So that third time really killed me.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were going up the ski lift for the first time, I was so scared because my mom's boyfriend's like, oh yeah, I fell a lot trying to get off. It's like very like hard. You're gonna fall a lot. And I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I can get off the ski lift, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And Dylan was like, it's okay. I'll be there. I'll help you out. And we're gonna get on the ski lift, and I start sliding, so I can't get up there fast enough to like catch a lift. And Dylan's already like, come on, and then I see him leave, and I'm like, oh my god.
I didn't know she had slipped, and I had moved forward, and then I looked back, and she was
like,
still
wait.
there. And on those lifts, like one of my bindings are still on, so I can't move back, and the chair's coming, so I'm like, I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah,
so
like...
I got on the lift, and the whole way up, I'm like, I feel like such an asshole.
I was so scared. I was like, what do I do now? And I was like, wait, I'll just wait for my mom and her boyfriend, and they were taking a really long time, and these people are waiting. They're like, are you gonna go? Are you gonna go? And I was like, oh my god, I guess I have to go. And that whole ride up, I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm so nervous. And then I did get off. I did stop the whole ski lift though.
She got off, and she got off without falling, but she just didn't scoot forward fast enough.
Yeah.
And the chair kind of pushed her, and it hit the little lever thing, which shut down the kind of lift, and she just moved out of the way. They started back up, and we were good.
Yeah.
But
it like worked out. The 2 other times that I did it, it was fine.
yeah, she just needs to. The only thing is just stopping. She can get on the board and ride down the hill. She just can't stop. Which.
Well, I started the last time. I started to actually really get the stopping.
Yeah.
But I couldn't go a 4th time. It would have been way too hard. Like I was like beat.
Mm-hmm. And what else kind of happened? We got the guinea pigs. We still have RJ. He's not dead yet.
Stella, did we
Stella?
talk about
Yeah,
that?
Stella's been around since last Christmas, I think.
No.
She's been around for a while.
This is her first Christmas with us.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
First Thanksgiving, first Christmas.
Oh.
We got her in like the summer.
I feel it. I don't know.
We got her in March.
We did.
Yeah.
I got an Oculus Rift. That's for sure. That thing's fun to play. I haven't played it in a while, but it's been your birthday week. I've been wanting to play some more games and stuff, but here it comes.
We've been watching anime.
Yeah, we've been watching a lot of anime. We have a Crunchyroll subscription, so.
So My Hero, we've been, because that's just coming out new.
Yeah, we've been keeping it.
We haven't watched a new episode for this week.
Oh yeah, well that's right, a new episode came out.
Also, Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone, yeah.
Is a new anime.
Dr. Stone is so solid, and the funny thing is, I had seen it like months ago when it first came out, and I was like, we should watch this. And Vanessa goes, I don't like it. I don't want to watch it.
Every
I don't
time
like
I see
it.
I don't know. And a lot of people have said they get turned off by it because of the plot. And also when they try to watch it, it's a whole lot of learning because they're explaining science.
That's cool though. Science is cool.
As soon as you get into it, you're like, okay, this is kind of fun. They throw in like they said memes, and I'm not sure because the translation from Japanese to English could be like wrong.
I don't know.
So
I think they used it pretty correctly.
They said memes, so I was like, what?
Yeah, they used memes in the show. It's a good it's probably a good anime recommendation. I think it would be perfect.
What else?
What else have we watched? My Hero. The only thing I like My Hero Academia. It's just that the new season is very
slow.
It is slow pace. I don't know. Maybe it's because we haven't been we've been.
And I'm not like I will say this. I'm not a super mega fan of My Hero. I like it, but I'm not like because I see more fans like super obsessed with it. Everybody's super obsessed with it. I love it. I think it's fun, but it's not. Like, I wouldn't say it's my favorite anime.
I gotta just say, like, you always...
And I might be wrong.
You always just question me about, like... Because I've been a fan of anime since I was, like, 12. I love... Like, I've been watching tons and tons of anime since I was, like, a kid. And I'm not, like, a shut-in or, like, a... Like, you know... Like, you know, the stereotypical type of anime person that you would see. I feel like anime people are getting a lot more press now that, like... TikTok... Like, I feel like I see it on TikTok so fucking much. It's just anime. And, like, I feel bad because I, like... Yes, I want to kind of accept anime more, but I just feel like there's, like, a stereotypical, like, personality that people think about with anime people. Maybe that's why I'm a little more...
I don't think that is, like, anymore, because so many people watch anime, and you don't have to be super obsessed with it. You could just watch it whenever, and I see a lot of that. Like, I love anime. I watch it. I would. I think about cosplaying, but I'm not, like an over obsessive weeb about anime. Like, I'm not like
a TikToker with anime.
Well, see, I love TikTok animes,
and
I mean TikTokers that cosplay anime and do like the whole little thing. I think that's cool.
It is cool. I don't know what
creative.
I just think
art.
I know it is, but there's something about it I just find so cringy, and I just can't, like, I can't put my finger. It may have been because I went to Anime Con with my friend and his little brother, and
me.
And you were there, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. Like, it's cool as hell. It's interesting. It's like I don't know.
It's interesting how they interact with each other in character.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. I don't think I'd do that, but
yeah.
and
Furries
no
are
judging
interesting.
either. No judging.
Furries are really interesting. Like, man, even their suits are so goddamn expensive. Like, I can respect the drip. They're really going out there putting those suits together, and Jesus, but they're cool as hell though. They, like, the mouths move and stuff, like, and they look crazy, but it's like it's cool.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of that stuff is more accepted.
Mm.
Because everybody's cringe. Everybody. If you say you're not, you are.
I am cringe. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. I made a TikTok, like, my anime characters that I love, and it's, like, using, like, an anime sound. And Dylan hated it.
There's this sound that she uses.
I added Baby Yoda at the end.
There's this sound she uses. It's like, oi, oi. It's like Bakugo saying, like, oi, oi.
Uchiha Sasuke.
No, was it that one?
Yeah.
It was like Sasuke. It's like him saying what his name is, and then it's like a trap beat in the background.
I play it?
Yeah, go ahead and play
Okay.
it. It just
Oh,
I can't. It's just, man. Do you think that Japanese people think we're cringy? Like.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh fuck yeah. Yeah, that shit. And it's like anime characters I love.
And I have a bunch of anime characters, but at the end I have Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda.
Which, The Mandalorian.
We could talk about that. That show, that's another thing. So, first things first.
Before we get into it,
Wait.
we've been watching Naruto, and I love it.
Wait.
Okay, now let's go back.
Vanessa wants to add more. Anyway, so first things first. When I first started, or Vanessa and I started first dating, I was so adamant about getting her to watch anime, and she was not about it. Why weren't you about it? That's my question.
Well, because when I was little, I watched Sailor Moon. I watched the Miyazaki films, Studio Ghibli film, whatever Miyazaki does.
Well, that's the thing. That's the reason why I was like, you would love anime because you love it.
But at the time, I was like, well, I watched this in my childhood. I think I should leave it in my childhood. I watched some episodes of Naruto, not a whole lot, because I thought it was an inappropriate cartoon because of, like, his
She saw sexy juice.
I'm like, oh. What else? I've watched a few. Well, I watched Dragon Ball. And I'm trying to think of other animes. Some of Bleach, but I didn't really like it. Sorry.
I love Bleach. I love drinking it.
Some of Death Note, but again, I didn't, like, watch it. I mean, I watched some episodes. And then I was like, alright, that's kid stuff. And then Dylan What was the anime that you made me watch first?
Um,
You said.
Oh yeah,
Your Lie
Angel
in
Beats.
April. No,
No,
it's Your Lie in April.
Your Lie in April, which is a
Because I
fucking.
said I'll watch anime, but I want it to be like maybe romantic.
So I was like, Your Lie in April, and if you know anything about anime, that one is so fucking cute, and it breaks your heart. But Vanessa just never got into
like
it, and you just never gave it a chance. We could have watched the whole thing.
But
and
I
did
said, what did we watch? Full Metal Alchemist. I like that one.
We never finished that either. We're still one episode away.
I watched it all.
Okay. What else?
And then we watched a couple other animes.
We watched some romance
like some
animes.
outliers.
Like we watched this one that was really good called like My Little Monster. That one was cute as fuck.
Yeah, I love
that one. And the funny thing is as time...
Orion High School Host Club.
It's Orin High School Host Club, which we never finished.
Cause you didn't want to. We finished what was it?
Darling and the Franxx. I love that one. That was good.
That one.
That one turned into Gurren Lagann so fast. If you know anything about anime, because Gurren Lagann is like a mech kind of thing. It like just spoilers ahead. It's just like at the end it becomes a mech kind of thing. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But
I think there's so many. I watched a lot of anime movies like. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, Silent Voice.
Silent Voice. That fucking shit. Oh my god.
A lot more. I don't know. I can't even think of the names. I've watched a lot of anime over this summer and last.
Well, and that's the thing that made me mad is because we were like, anime was kind of our thing, and Vanessa was like, I'm not into it. And then as soon as she got into it, she's watched movies after movies when I'm asleep at night, and I'm like, I want to watch this shit.
I just like get so into it, and then I'll watch the whole thing. I decided to watch Naruto because I'm gonna watch all of it. Naruto Shippuden. What is Michael B. Jordan say?
Yeah, Naruto. I don't know. He fucks it out so bad. It's like Naruto. No, he says Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
It's like Shippuden or some shit like that.
Anime. But no, because I've seen from what I've seen from like the little episodes that I have watched growing up of Naruto, I really thought it was kind of like a quirky, fun anime to watch. So I wanted to watch the whole thing. Plus, everybody talks about it. I just want to know.
And there's a lot of memes and stuff, and I've watched. So when I watched Naruto Shippuden on like Toonami, like back in the Disney, I watched Naruto, the original series. I did read the manga. I was reading the manga years ago when
I got another anime, but go ahead.
I read the manga years ago when I was in like middle school and high school. Like I used to go get the Shonen Jumps from the library and read them. And like I watched every episode except I haven't watched a lot of the filler. I've watched the important ones like Itachi's story and like Kakashi's whole story and stuff because I find that stuff interesting. I watch kind of bits and pieces of the Infinite Tsukunomi arc. That one's so fucking hard to say, but I watched kind of bits and pieces of that, like characters that I kind of liked. There are characters that they were their dream worlds. I'm like, I don't fucking care, fuck off. I watched it all the way to the end. I haven't watched any of the Boruto. Actually, no, I have. I watched a few episodes of Boruto, but I'm thinking about just waiting until we finish Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
I'm gonna watch it all. I'm gonna watch all the filler. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says about the filler. I think it's cute, and I'm gonna watch it. I don't give a fuck. But here's the tea. It's good. Wish me luck on my journey. Demon Slayer.
We watched all of Demon Slayer.
I can't wait for more.
Season 2.
Honestly, I think I like Demon Slayer a lot more than I like My Hero.
I would agree.
That's on Orochimaru, period. But yeah, I really do. I thought it was pretty interesting.
It was a good anime. Like I think it had like all the good fundamentals of just like a great anime, and it just like makes you because you feel
so intense. Like that last battle. Like, if you haven't watched it, sorry, spoilers, but with, that spider kid.
Yeah.
And then you think that he cut his head off, and you're like, yes, and he used, like,
a
different breathing style, and you're like, whoa. And then he didn't, and you're like, whoa! We were both like, what?
Yeah, I know. That was such bullshit. Because, like, the way it happens is the kid... So the kid he's fighting is, like, the super powerful fucking... like, there's certain rankings, which I can't remember, for the demons. Well, he goes to cut his head off, and he gets inserted, but the demon cuts his own head off to make sure he doesn't get killed. And it's just like... Fuck me. How is this gonna go down? And we'll stop the spoilers there.
Big intense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a very good anime. If you're looking to get into something like that, you should watch it.
It's super good.
Like it. And the characters are so fun. Like the style, the art style of it is really fun. Another anime and then we'll stop talking about anime and get into The Mandalorian. That I recommend if you haven't. If you're into more spooky stuff that we watched over Halloween was the Junji Ito collection.
Mm-hmm. That one was bomb.
That's on Crunchyroll, so if you have a Crunchyroll subscription, you should look into it. It's very, very, very cool art style. I really like the guy's work, so thank you for that. Shout out to you. But yeah, Mandalorian.
Dead air.
Baby.
Wait, before we get on to Mandalorian, I just want to say there's one anime recommendation that I do have.
Wait,
that
can I
Vanessa had.
on me?
Yes.
I want food. I keep looking at him like, damn, let's look good. Okay, go.
Some ASMR. One anime that Vanessa didn't watch with me is I was watching this one called Dororo.
I watched some of it.
Dororo.
I was just tired. He started it when I was very tired, and then every time I'm like, he does the same stuff to me. I'm like, can we please keep watching? And then he'll be like, no, so I'll keep watching without him. And then he does it to me where he's like, please, one more episode. And I'm like, I'm
no,
because
I started it and you were watching TikTok, so let's be real.
That's such a lie. I can remember everything that I watched. It was kind of boring at the start, but then once it started kicking, I was like, okay.
It was bomb. Like, it was a great anime. Just like a synopsis for people at home that haven't heard of it. It's on Hulu if you have a Hulu. And it's spelled Dororo. And it's the name of the anime is after this little okay, I'll just say it's a little girl, but she kind of
It was a girl?
It was a girl, but it's kind of a mystery. She tries to pretend she's a little boy. But this little girl meets this wanderer that's wearing a mask at the start. And they're kind of in like I think it's before the Edo period of Japan, so it's like warring states and stuff like that. And I think both her parents are dead, so she's just kind of a thief. Well, what ends up happening is she's getting beat up by all these people that she stole from, and ends up kind of getting saved by the person in the mask. You kind of find out later throughout that this person had all of their, like, at the start, the reason why they were wearing a mask, they didn't have any skin. All their skin. Yeah. Well, I said spoiler, the little synopsis. They don't have any skin. When they were born, all of their, like, body parts and stuff were taken by demons, and every time he kills a demon, he, gets a new body part back. So that's kind of the whole plot is him trying to get his body back. But it's a good show. I really enjoy it. I think I recommend the hell out of it. It's very short and kind of, I wish there was more, but fuck it, that's how anime is.
One more thing. I love anime opening music. I will not stop listening to it. I don't care if it's cringe.
Okay.
Fire Force opening. I haven't seen the anime. I'm sure it's great. I will watch it once I get through everything else that I have to finish watching. Very good opening.
All right, so
Naruto.
So for the next
Shout out
thing,
to
we were gonna talk about The Mandalorian. So, The Mandalorian, if you haven't watched it, you should. I'm sorry, I don't like Disney very much. I've literally only used Disney Plus for The Mandalorian, and we watched that new Lady and the Tramp, which is fucking weird as hell, but it was good. It was okay.
Yeah, I like the dog. I love dogs, so. But the animation of them talking kind of creeped me out. Yeah. Like when she first started talking, I was like, "What the fuck?"
It kind of looked like those Markiplier. Like it reminded me of the Markiplier videos he does with the mouths and the cats and stuff. But The Mandalorian is so good. That's another thing that I'm kind of closeted about. I am a closeted Star Wars
No, you're not.
maniac.
I feel like you're more open about being in love with Star Wars than
I'm still like
anime.
kind of
Because if anybody talks about Star Wars, you instantly chime in.
I
Anime
love
or, like-
Star Wars. If it's someone that I know, I'll chime in with anime. But like I'm just closeted about it. I don't know why. I got made fun of a lot for watching anime. I'm sorry.
I don't care that much about Star Wars. I've watched the new movies. I watched the older prequels with
She watched the shitty
Hayden
ones.
Christensen.
Even though I like
But the other ones I don't remember. I'm sure I watched them. I didn't want to watch The Mandalorian, but I'm glad I did.
It's a good show.
Baby.
But like I'm like one of those people that like I watch the lore videos all the time. Like Vanessa can even chime in. I find the universe so interesting, and I take in all this knowledge that I don't really retain until like somebody mentions it. But I was a huge fan of it. So when they saw that they were coming out The Mandalorian, I was like, I have to get Disney Plus. Buys Disney Plus. We start watching The Mandalorian. The show is so good. The first episode just fuck me. It's so good.
Wait, before we get into it, I just want to say, I wanted Disney Plus because they pitched it as like something really cool. Because they said they were gonna have original stuff, right? Movies and shows. And I was excited about it because I was like, oh man. And the only reason why Dylan wanted it was because of The Mandalorian. But as soon as we got it, I'm like, I love Disney, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I really want to watch like the old Disney shows, like everybody's watching Lizzie McGuire and like
Victorious for some reason.
No, Victorious is Nickelodeon.
Oh, was that? Oh yeah, that's on Netflix. Sorry, whatever.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's, if they add the Studio Ghibli movies, I think it's worth it. But if you're a super big Disney fan, sure. But other than that, like, I don't know. I'm just not always looking to watch Disney movies. If I have a favorite Disney movie, I'll probably just buy it on DVD.
Yeah.
And then watch it there instead of spending like what is it? $6?
I don't know. It's something fucking. It's an outrageous amount for Disney movies. It should be free.
Now we'll get into The Mandalorian.
There's not much. I don't want to spoil too much since it's still coming out. I will say it's a fantastic show.
But everybody sees Baby Yoda.
Yeah, you'll see Baby Yoda. I
don't think that's a big spoiler because he's a meme now.
Yeah, because if you don't know anything about The Mandalorian, so what The Mandalorian is kind of based on is a bounty hunter who is a Mandalorian. Mandalorians they're not really a race of creature. They're kind of like, they're like a group of people. They can be human. They can be kind of anybody. But they all have like a common like thing on this one. It's kind of weird because I had to kind of do a little bit more research on the actual like culture of the Mandalorian, but it doesn't seem like the culture that this Mandalorian has is very different from other Mandalorians, because there are, in like the animated series and stuff, the Mandalorians could take their helmets off and it wasn't a big deal. But for some reason in this one, it's very much the opposite. You can't take your helmet off because then that means you can't put it back on.
Was there any Mandalorians in like the actual movies?
Yeah. So in episode 2, Attack of the Clones, you get to see a guy wearing Mandalorian armor named Jango Fett. In the animated series, they kind of talk about it as.
But you said he wasn't technically.
Well, in the animated series, Obi-Wan and Anakin go to Mandalore, which is the planet where the Mandalorians are from.
I could have guessed that.
Well, there's two separate groups. There's like the Death Watch, and then there's the new Mandalorians, the new Mandalorians don't like to fight at all. Death Watch, they love to fucking fight and kill. They still have like the battle spirit and stuff. And but one of the guys says, because he talks about Jango Fett, and he goes that Jango Fett was not a Mandalorian, and I have no idea how he got a hold of Mandalorian armor. So technically he wasn't one. There's Boba Fett, who is in I think he shows up in Empire Strikes
you said
Back.
He wasn't technically a Mandalorian.
Because by technicality, by the way canon is, Jango Fett was recruited by Count Dooku to become the clone.
Count Dookie.
Yeah, Count Dookie. He became the clone template for all the clones in the prequels. And so Jango Fett didn't have a son, so what he had is the Kaminoans. He had them clone him a son. that didn't age fast, because the clones, they were bred and they aged super fucking fast to adulthood. This one didn't, which was Boba Fett. So technically, if Jango Fett wasn't a Mandalorian, he wasn't a Mandalorian, because I think he just took his armor. I don't remember how he got the armor. I think he did take the armor from Jango Fett. But in Legends, which is the continuity that they killed off from like the books and stuff back in the day, he ended up becoming the Mandalore, which was the king, pretty much the king of all the Mandalorians. But I don't know what his place is in the world right now, since they kind of have canon and Legends split up. But I think he's still around. Like, he didn't die in Return of the Jedi. Like, because in Return of the Jedi, he's in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and he's hired by Jabba the Hutt, which is the big fat guy, to go and get
Juba.
Go get Han Solo, because Han Solo owes him money, and he works for Darth Vader and shit.
I just don't like the language that they be speaking.
In the Hutts?
The Juba blah blah blah. Like
Juba la beep beep boom boom caca.
That started off in The Mandalorian, and as soon as I heard that shit, I was like, I don't want to.
What, you mean that guy beating up the dude?
When
he
right away it opens like them going blah 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 blah, and I'm like,
I don't know.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but it's a good show. So the Mandalorian is a Mandalorian, obviously,
baby.
And you kind of learn a little bit more about his origin stories. But the kind of basis of it is
it's the Baby Yoda show.
Yeah, it's a Baby Yoda show. At the end, at the end of the first episode, spoilers now, he finds this baby, which is apparently the target he's after, and he
said 50 years old.
Yeah,
and
he's
I
a
was
50-year-old
ready.
baby.
I was ready to look for a 50-year-old man. Come to find out, it's just
a baby. And it's the same. It's the same species as Jedi Master Yoda and Yaddle. So everybody's thinking they fucked to make this baby. But
you think it's a clone?
I don't know. I think it might be a clone of Yoda. But I don't know, because at this point in time in the show, the Empire has been destroyed, and it's like the group that hired the Mandalorian is like a small sect of the Empire that's still around, and they want this baby for some reason.
Well, because my understanding is what happened was, because they were just going to get rid of him after that, but that one scientist guy kept him around because he didn't want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I think they were just, either they cloned him, or maybe they took some of his DNA, or they're trying to study him, and then they were like, okay, get rid of the child. But then that one guy wanted to keep him around, and that's why where Mando came back and got his little baby.
And one of the things that would make sense is that I've read in some of the, or kind of heard from some of the lore things, is people think that it is the last of that species. And the thing with, the Jedi and stuff being extinct, this baby Yoda is immediately off the bat is extremely powerful in the light side of the Force, which we end up seeing in a different part of the show.
When he saves him.
Yeah, but we could see how that could be kind of an issue because they don't want the Jedi around anymore. And
we saw he was gonna. Wait, Yoda can heal wounds. Wasn't he trying to heal Mando's wounds? There is
in the show, they don't really show it too much in like the movies and stuff, but there is a thing that's like Force healing where they can heal wounds. Well,
he was gonna heal his wounds, but he's like,
get the fuck off me!
Yeah, go to sleep.
He goes,
go to bed now.
No, he wasn't mean to him.
Yeah,
but the whole premise of the show is it's this bounty hunter trying to protect this baby.
It's a single baby protecting Mando.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding.
No, but it's so good. Like,
he's so cute. Every time he comes on screen, I just can't help but smile.
But he's so like lovable, and that's the thing that makes the show so good is that you're so in love with and invested in this little character.
And it's so funny because it's like he shows him as a tough guy, like the Mandalorian, but he has just like the soft spot for this little baby.
Mm-hmm.
He's like protect him at all costs. Like when he was about to leave without him, me and Dylan were like, no.
There is a part where he turns him in for the bounty, and
and he was like, ah.
It was so fucking sad. But that's the thing is I almost said anime. The show is so good.
I love Mandalorian, my favorite anime.
this show's so good because like every time that baby is off screen, I'm like, what the fuck is? Where is he at?
Sweating like when the, I think it was the third episode.
Mm-hmm.
When you think that Baby Yoda's gonna get killed, right?
I think it's.
But then that other bounty, was she a bounty hunter? Something like that. She killed him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was gonna take the shot at the baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good show. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend it. Even if you don't like Star Wars, and that's coming from someone who does not care about Star Wars, I recommend it. It's a cute show.
On that note, since we're pretty far into the show, let's talk about the TikTok of the week. So, this is gonna be a new segment that we have.
Because I watch a lot of TikTok.
Vanessa
I spend my day watching TikTok.
She's extremely into TikToks, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to just talk about some of the TikToks that.
It's just like Vine, you know. And when Vine was out, I watched a lot of Vine.
Yeah.
Because it's like 5 seconds. TikTok's a little bit longer. Well, Vine was like 6 seconds, maybe 7 seconds.
They were short.
Remember. But it just catches your attention right away, and I really enjoy it.
The sad part is I never got into Vine before. My friend Noah always tried to get me into TikTok, and he was like,
Noah?
yeah.
Are you into TikTok?
Or not TikTok, Vine, sorry.
I was like, that bit. I know for a fact I got you into TikTok.
No, it was Vine because he had Vine for a period of time, and he's like, you should get this, you should get this. I was like, no, it's fine. And then after Vine died, I started watching Vines on YouTube and shit, like the old one.
Why are me and Noah feuding, but we're the same person?
Yeah, I know. Vanessa and Noah have a little feud going on, but that's okay. I think Vanessa has a feud with Noah, and Noah doesn't know about it.
In my mind, I'm feuding with Noah. And he's just chilling. But he's just vibing. Let's
talk about this TikTok of the week.
Wait, are we going to talk about E3? Oh,
we'll start on that. I just want to get this out of the way because it's a segment that I'm going to do each week.
Wiener dog. Penis puppy.
What?
Wait, scroll down. I want to see more. Cock canine.
Executive producer Dick Wolf.
No, it hurts so much.
I'm going to say it.
My abs. Cock canine.
I'm going to post that on our Twitter.
Penis uppy.
Wait, what?
That's so funny.
Fuck off. I'll make sure to post this on our Twitter, that meme. Anything that we're going to see on here, I'm not going to put any videos up. Unfortunately, I may end up deciding to just edit it in, but at the time, I'm just going to put links in the description. If you want to go to those links and see the videos yourself, feel free to it. Our link.
Well, because I want this podcast to be very you listen to it.
Yeah, minimalistic. And if we decide if we get more people who want us to do more shit, I'll try and edit it in. If we'll kind of just talk among ourselves, you have to try and convince Vanessa I'm down for anything. But we'll start off with
baby.
Shit.
Link some Baby Yoda. Ooh, is that?
That's eggplant.
Is that a dick?
Okay.
What does it say? Will shit. Oh,
Wi-Fi shit. All right. Oh wait, calm down. Let's not do that. Stop.
Ow.
So, that's for.
Oh.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh.
Gummy.
Why did it skip?
I want gummy.
Okay, so this video is a TikTok by Hamza the
Maybe
Fantastic.
spell it out.
HAMZAHTHEFANTASI.
You could have just spelled the name and then said the Fantastic. But thank you for that.
So this one is from that guy. We saw this the other night. It was like the first one we saw when we opened TikTok. And it's so fucking funny. And it's so relatable, especially where we live.
I was like, how is that relatable?
I mean, I never... Okay, let's just continue. All right, here's the video. Oh.
It's about horse girls. Just...
You that new horse girl, right? Goddamn. Purebred. I could tell by your form. So you galloping at recess, and I haven't gotten that turned on since I hit my mom. So listen, I'm trying to get that stallion in your life. So if you're down, gallop my way, sister.
Gallop my way, sister.
So that's the TikTok. He immediately busts in by just fucking ripping a hard ass. So what he says is, oh, you're that new horse girl, right? Goddamn. That shit got me so hard. I laughed so hard. I was like in tears. And it's relatable because of the fact that where we live, we talked about where we live, right?
Yeah,
Colorado. We live in Colorado. Kind of Midwest people. We got horse girls. We all know a horse girl.
Horse girls.
But
Yeehaw.
have you ever you went to school in a horse girl area? You got a horse girl story?
Yeah, just like at recess when they'd like, run
Would they really gallop at you? I've never seen that shit.
Yeah. And then they'd go.
What the hiss?
Yeah, but they're acting like horses.
Oh, they're doing like that.
Yeah, I can't do it. But I did. But also wolf girls.
Wolf girls.
Yeah, where they're like obsessed with wolves. Tell me if I'm not the only one who knows a wolf girl. Like they draw.
They ended up becoming furries.
I hope so. It's what they deserve.
The shitty thing is, I lived in the more city area of Colorado.
I'm gonna just start hissing at people.
Oh my god, I lived in Denver for a long time, so I didn't get to see as many horse girls. Where we ended up moving anyway is.
I thought you said you knew.
I did
You
in high
dated
school.
A horse girl.
No, I didn't.
You had a crush on a horse girl.
Did I?
You told me.
Did I? I never had a crush on a horse girl.
She was galloping your way into your heart.
My god. No, I had a horse girl in my health class that also ended up riding the bus with me to college. But I remember her telling me she just got into way too much detail. She'd be like, my horses, I got 4. Like, she wasn't that weird, but I'm exaggerating. But she's like, she's talking about her horses, and I was like, I don't know how I don't know how the conversation started, but I remember her telling me that she broke her hymen riding her horse.
That's actually very common.
It is very common because she's like, I used to ride bareback and broke my hymen. I started bleeding down my leg and it was gallopers or whatever the fuck they're called. I love horses.
Gallopers.
I'll be honest. I've ridden
a horse.
I've never
ridden a few.
How's your hymen?
Well, it's broken. Way before. And not like that. It's just like, you're falling, dude. It'll break anyway. I fell real hard off my bike.
What the fuck? Okay. It fell right on your pussy.
Of course. It was fun.
Let me just say something.
But I'm not obsessed.
Let me just say something real quick. When I was a kid, I used to do this thing to make my friends laugh, where I'd ride my bike and I would
break your pussy.
No.
Bust that pussy open.
I'd lean my butt off the seat and drag my ass on the tire just to like laugh. And one time, my tire caught and it sucked my dick and balls into the end of the bike, and I racked myself and crashed.
So what?
And
were you riding naked on the?
No, it grabbed my pants and gripped my shit and just fucking crashed it in like the back, and yeah, I crashed. But that's besides that. But she used to talk a lot about her horses and stuff. That's the one part that stuck out to me the most, is that she used to talk about how her hymen got broken by her horse, and I used to always like imagine.
How many times she mentioned it?
She mentioned it a couple times.
Why?
Because horse girls be horny.
They do though.
Yeah.
Like,
they see that big horse cock.
They honestly do. They be the freakiest.
They are. Like, you could tell too, because she was very much like.
When she hisses at me, I knew.
I knew. Imagine seeing a horse hiss. That scared the fuck out of me.
I'm just gonna start waiting outside gas stations and galloping towards people and going, nah. Spare some hay.
I was like, your dick for some hay, bro.
No, I'd probably get picked up.
Yeah, probably. You'd be kidnapped so fast.
It'd be funny, but then I'd be like in the back of someone's car.
I love horses though. Like I remember when I went to North Dakota, there was we went to vacation in North Dakota, and there's this place we were staying by that had horses, and I purposely went and bought some carrots, and I was like giving them to the horse, and him and I became best friends. I
like feeding them, but I'm always scared like they're gonna bite my hand. They have big ass chompers.
Horses can be fucking mean too. You gotta be really careful about horses. They'll fuck you up.
Gallop.
My sister's a horse girl.
No, she's not.
Teresa?
She's a dog girl.
She used to own horses.
You know who else used to own horses?
This dick?
My mom.
What?
It's like that regular show. Alright.
Alright.
Penis puppy.
Oh my god. Penis puppy.
I do want to talk about something.
What?
I want to bring this up on the pod.
Okay.
What is Pee-Pee story? Oh. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that really quick. Wait.
We got a lot to talk about on our notes.
I didn't even think about that. Okay.
We can't. This doesn't all have to come on this. Like,
What website runs like shit?
TikTok. Their fucking website on my
How does
computer
it-
runs like shit.
Oh.
Do you want to load a page and just see how long it fucking takes to do anything?
Okay, but okay. I want to talk about Sword and Shield. Because that's something that came out.
There's another.
Hold on.
Okay. Calm down.
Okay, go on.
What? Hold on.
I'm hurting really bad, so when I was putting my foot up, it really hurt. I wasn't yelling at you. My body's just in pain.
So that's another closeted. I'm a closeted fucking nerd. Like, I love Pokemon. That's another thing that I know a lot of people know about me. Is I had Pokemon when I was a kid. I used to have a little Game Boy Color.
And when Eevee, the Hello Eevee,
Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah, came out last year,
Get
right?
it fucking right.
I got it for Dylan, and this year, Sword and Shield came out, and he talked about, oh, I want it. So I was like, I got paid, and I was like, all right, do you want that game? Let's go get it. And he got Sword, and he was playing it, and it looked really cool.
And I got all
And
butthurt
fun.
though, by the way, because they do this shit that I forgot about where they separate different Pokemon. And in this game, they don't have like the
yeah.
national Pokedex, so there's only certain Pokemon thrown into from the old games thrown into the different games. And I should have gotten fucking Shield because it had Tyranitar, and that is my favorite fucking Pokemon to date. But I got lucky enough at the start of the game where I started doing like the random trades. There's like a wonder trade thing where you can just send out Pokemon and you get a random one back. I ended up getting a Charmander and a fucking Lavatar. And I was like, fuck yeah, bro. My team was set. We went on. But continue.
But, then, because Dylan was also playing, well, if you want to talk about that really quick, the
What?
Star Wars Fallen Order.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Because he was playing that for a while. So he's playing both of those games, but he played Star Wars a little more. And I felt left out. So we went and bought...
I ended up deciding to just buy her a Switch Lite and
and
then
the yellow is
and
really
Sword.
neat. And
Now
I
we have
got
two fucking
Shield,
Switches, so.
and he has Sword. So we kind of ended up playing it together. It was really fun. Honestly, for my first Pokemon game, because I wasn't super big on the Pokemon games. I really liked it. I had a good time. The music was really good in it. Like, the crowd cheer. Like, the Dynamax, like, when you... The big Pokemon ball, I don't know what
Yeah, you can do this thing where it's like, if you've played any of the other Pokemon games, where they used to have like this one that was like,
It just makes your Pokemon super big.
yeah,
And
there's.
it's like the crowd cheer. I was like, oh my god, it gets me so hyped, and I'm so sad Dylan doesn't like.
Well, the thing is I'm such a Pokemon like asshole. Is that I just turn most of the music and shit off, and like I have my text speed up super fast so I can just play through the game, and because I just like battles and like
I
leveling up my
skipped
Pokemon.
the text, but I was loving the music. It just like makes the whole experience more magical, I think.
And I'll say this. The new way that because when they came out with Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, in the old games, the way it worked is there was grass areas, and you kind of had to run back and forth through the grass, and randomly a Pokemon would pop up.
Mm-hmm.
I love the new fucking system where you just Pokemon are walking around.
And you can avoid it. Although
Yeah, you
there
can
are
avoid
like,
it.
but like, what is it? Explanation.
Yeah, there's a little explanation point, and one will run towards you, which is the random one.
Yeah.
But the way you can see like Pokemon just walking around is so fucking cool, and I enjoy the shit out of it because I can find Pokemon that I want or battle the really powerful Pokemon, especially in like the wild area. I think that's super cool. I did like the story. I thought it was a lot of fun.
The character designs were a lot of fun.
Oh,
like
yeah.
all the what are they called?
What?
Gym leaders were
gym
really
leaders.
cool.
Let me
designs.
just say this shit.
I did not like Team Roar. Team
Yeah,
Scream.
whatever the fuck they were. Fuck those
What
guys.
was it? Team Yell.
Yeah, Team Yell. That was stupid. They were in a gang. In every game,
They're stinky looking.
in every single game, they do a thing where they have like a gang. Like they used to have Team Rocket, then they had like fucking Team Diamond and whatever all the other fucking ones.
But Marnie's a badass bitch.
I was nervous as shit though because I played Pokemon Sun and Moon, and that game. I'm sorry for anybody that liked it. That game was fucking trash. Let me just say that game sucked dick. And if you disagree, fuck you. No, but I ended up giving it away because I didn't like it. So I was really nervous about this game, but I think they did it justice. The only thing that I wish they did is that in like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They brought it in where you could walk with your Pokemon behind you. I think that's so fucking sick. They did it in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. That was fucking sick. They fucking took it out for this fucking game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, give me the fucking choice to either put them in the goddamn ball or not.
Although
I want
I
to do
didn't
it.
really care because at that point, like, you're just trying to get through the game. That game, I will say, was fucking long. I thought when the credits were rolling, it was done, but I knew for some reason, and I haven't played a Pokemon game, and Dylan wasn't there to tell me this. I was like, I feel like it's not over. So I went to my rival's house, and like you get like a Charmander because the his freaking brother has a big Charizard, and I was like, it just keeps going. Because I was like, wait, I didn't even get the legendary Pokemon. Like, I thought you could catch it. And then I got him, and I beat it. I will say I wasted my premium ball. Is it a premium ball?
Master Ball.
Master Ball.
I ended up using it too. I
didn't use it on the legendary. I didn't know you only got one.
What did you use it on?
But I caught the legendary.
I caught the legendary.
Yeah, I caught the legendary too. I caught the big.
Oh yeah, I helped you catch the No,
you didn't help me at all. I said, please help me. And you said, just throw balls at him.
Oh yeah, I did. I got lazy.
And boy, it was hard, but we did it.
What did you waste your Master Ball on?
I can't even remember the dumb Pokemon.
She did some random Pokemon.
I thought you could just go pay for some Master Balls. No one fucking told me.
Yeah, in every game, if you've never played one, you get one Master Ball.
I guess it makes sense because if you're... Sorry, RJ's looking very cute right now. I get it. So, yeah. It was a fun game. I would say 10 out of 10 for me. The music, great. The characters, great. Very wholesome. Very, very easy to learn if you haven't played a Pokemon game.
The only gripes that I have about the game I'll start off is... The one is that not being able to walk with your Pokemon. That shit kind of hurt my little heart. I think the game was pretty solid all around. The only thing that did piss me off is the fact that they had like the giant Pokemon matches you could do with people. Like you could see the people in the game in the wild area standing around the fucking thing, and you go and use it, and then it'd say nobody was fucking there.
I didn't understand that, and then it would throw you in even though there's like probably 4 people standing around. And they wouldn't show up, but they were there, also waiting. So
Weird
I just
shit.
didn't. I stopped doing that, and I don't know if that's broken or if I've been doing it wrong. But that made me kind of sad because that's a way that you can catch other Pokemon too if you don't want to go catch them in the wild.
What else? I don't think I really had that many gripes about it. Like the Dynamax thing was okay. I wish
like the outfits that you get to buy in some of the places that you go.
I wish they would have just left. Like, I wish they would leave in stuff. Yeah, sure, Dynamaxing is cool, but I really like the Mega Evolution shit that they had back in the day. I wish they would have left that in.
I thought it was really fun.
Like, I wish I could just hand my Pokemon, like, different things, and it could, like, you could give them the Mega Evolve Stone, and then they could Mega Evolve in certain battles, or they could Dynamax if you want to, that kind of thing.
I didn't hate it, but again, I'm not like a super Pokemon fan. I don't know anything, but I liked it.
I liked it. I thought it was a good game. It was worth the money.
I liked when it was trending on Twitter and Shield was spelled wrong.
I before E, people. Come on.
I was like, what?
The hashtag was trending, and it was like
everybody
SHEILD.
spelled it wrong. It's so funny that was trending.
And I was like, fuck.
The wrong Shield.
I think I read it as Shield.
Yeah.
Because doesn't E help I say its name?
Okay. Yeah, it was a good
awkward transition. All right. What else we got on the thing?
Luigi.
Let's just straight up. I'll just throw the RJPP story in there really fast. We got Sword and Shield out of the way. I have a little note thing that I'm working on. One thing that I could talk about is I did get my computer setup done a lot better. I have 2 screens now. I have a new fucking keyboard. I'm about to buy a new case for my computer. I was gonna do a new power supply, and I'm buying a new case because I want to mount my graphics card sideways in there. But I have a wireless card in there, and I also have my Elgato in there. And if I mount it sideways, I have to get rid of those PCIe slots or PCI slots, or find another way to mount them, which I don't want to figure out how to do. So I'm just gonna fucking just buy a new case and put it in. But if you're interested in seeing computer stuff, I would love to do a video of me doing a computer tear down, new case, new cables and stuff, because I also want a new power supply, because mine is a non-modular power supply, so all my cords and shit are just kind of shoved under the bottom. They don't come off. I want to get a modular one so I can only pick and choose what cords I want to use and then run the cables accordingly.
You got a new tattoo?
I did get a new tattoo. I got a coffin with like the moon. It's got a rose in it, some bats. My friend who's a tattoo apprentice did it, so he needs to fix up some of the lines because they did get a little bit blown out, and then we were going to do color on it. But yeah, just kind of jumping around. One thing is I'll tell the story about the RJPP story, which I have on here. Vanessa and I was going to go get coffee. Oh no.
No, you went to go get lasagna.
I went to go get lasagna because I wanted lasagna that night. And I ended up calling my sister because her cat had died. My older sister, who's 25 years older than me, works for a big dog rescue. And one of the dogs that she ended up keeping, they were moving dogs around the house. Two of the dogs don't like each other, and they were moving one of them outside. He's good about staying in the living room while she moves the dog so he could go back upstairs. What ended up happening is the cat, for some reason, which is probably about 16 years old at this point, decides to attack Moose and grab his face. Dog's name is Moose, by the way. Grabbed the Moose's face and jumped on him. Moose freaked out and obviously attacked back, bit her, shook her, and threw her. And she ended up spending like 3 days in the hospital, or the veterinary clinic, and dying of sepsis, which is really sad. And I freaked out because I was like, oh no, Patches.
Yeah, and I went downstairs because I was scared that Dylan got...
Because I came home and I was on the phone.
Like an accident, because he was on the phone with... and he looked pretty upset. And I seen a receipt on RJ... and I thought it was stuck to his tummy, so I went downstairs and I was like, hey, look, are you gonna pull that off, to Dylan? And he looks over there, and then he looks at me and just starts like kind of giggling to himself, and I look closer. And do you want to tell him? Yeah,
so my car is a little bit of a mess right now. I had a couple receipts on there. There's a receipt on the seat. RJ was sitting on my passenger seat, and RJ is a avid boner getter in my car. And he got a little boner, and his little sticky pee-pee landed on a receipt. And if you know anything about those receipts, when they get wet and dry, it's like an adhesive. It sticks. Well, his penis got sat on the receipt, and then when we got out of the car, his dick had retracted back inside of him, and the receipt got sucked into his little foreskin.
It looks so bad.
It looked like it hurt so bad, and he kept moving it in and
there.
out.
And we were all freaking out after the call. We were like, what do we do? How do we, like, make him, like...
And I was
happy again.
Yeah, I was trying to pull it out, and he was crying, and I was like, fuck, dude, no. And I ended up just holding him by his tummy and grabbing that receipt and just ripping it out of his little pee-pee. And he did not look at me the same for like 2 days.
I wonder if that's any of it. If that has happened before, like...
Yes, please comment down below. Like, yeah, that was...
RJ can't be the only dog.
That's just too funny.
He's
it's
a
sad
pit bull,
but funny.
by the way. Just...
Yeah, for anybody that we haven't explained, RJ is our 12-year-old pit bull. I wonder... Wait, be quiet.
12-year-old? What?
Wait, I want to see if his snoring gets caught on the mic.
No.
Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like that.
But he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleeping very peacefully. No receipts.
One thing I do want to buy is I want to buy a boom mic stand so it'll sit up here for my setup.
Yeah, a lot of gamer setups have that.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Or they have that big mic up in front of them.
It's nice having two screens. It's sick. Like, I enjoy being able to do this shit and monitor, like, when I'm streaming and stuff.
Yeah, so one day, because I was getting a new job, and I was at orientation. I work as a CNA right now, and go to school to hopefully become a nurse one day. Anyways, I was at orientation. He dropped me off, and I had... Well, Kanken came out with, like, one of the mini cross bags that looked like the Kanken big backpacks. and I really wanted one. Like, I'm addicted to those bags. And I kept mentioning it to him, and he sent me a picture during orientation, and sent me a picture, like, what color bag do you want? And I'm like, oh my god, you're all the way in Boulder, like, what? And he got it for me, and like a little Kanken wallet, which was very sweet of him. And he's like, I also got a little something for myself. And I come home, and he finally got 2 monitors, well, another monitor, so now he has 2.
Yep, and it's fucking lit.
But yeah, he's very sweet.
Yeah, that was a good day. I get in trouble quite a bit in this relationship because I just go and get her shit that she asked for, and she's like, "Stop!"
We both kind of do that, because sometimes I'll be like, because I just got him a Naruto shirt because he doesn't really have like anything anime.
Like I said, I'm a closeted anime or weeboo.
But I really seen this, and if you like shop at Urban, maybe you've seen it, or maybe you have this shirt, but it's so cute. It has Naruto on the front eating ramen. And what's the shop called? The ramen shop?
Ichiraku Ramen.
Ichiraku Ramen on the side with the
on the side,
hidden village in the leaf little symbol that they have on their headbands. And then it says, ramen is the best pleasure. And I got it for him because I was like, oh my god, he'd love this. Every time I see something like that I think is cool, I always get him something. Plus, I got a Junji Ito shirt with Tomy on the front. And then Tomy's like, Tomei Stark, like, where she's like her, but then her splitting face. Have you seen it? Very cool shirt.
I'd love to get a tattoo of that. Can I get a Junji Ito tattoo?
I would want you to, because I'm not getting any tattoos. I'll live through you. Did you want to talk about the live action movies and everything that you told me in the car yesterday?
Yeah, so one thing that I've been kind of throwing around wanting to do, which we talked about a little bit earlier, is, so my best friend and we have filmed a lot of crazy things that just I don't upload to YouTube. We went to Europe a few years ago, and we went to 5 different countries, and we were filming a Star Trek spoof movie, which is still in the works. It's kind of like a spin-off of his dad and his brothers shot Star Trek movies back in the day, like when they were grown men. So we decided to do it, but better. So we had, like, I was Gorn, and my best friend was Captain Kirk, and his uncle was Spock. And we would go through these locations, and we would fight, and blah, blah, blah. There's, like, a part where, like, the whole, like, movie is, we're, like, in front of the Coliseum fighting, and we're jumping in between, like, dimensions and stuff. It's a super cool thing. I'm going to leave some of the details out because I just remembered the fact that if any of Noah's family ends up watching this podcast, I'm fucked because it's a secret. But I don't think they will.
They've been saying that's a secret and that they're working on it.
It's been 2 fucking years and they're still editing it. And I
remember when I first met you, you were like, yeah, we're making this movie. And then I haven't seen anything of it.
Yeah. Because we went to Goblin Valley, which is in Utah. And that's
almost 3.
Yeah, we were almost at 3 years. But so we filmed in Goblin Valley.
Where's that, Utah?
Yeah, in Utah, which is where Gorn and Captain Kirk fought in the show.
Actually?
Yeah, in the actual show. That's where they shot it. It's
so funny that you know so much about Star Trek.
I don't know anything. No, I don't know anything about Star Trek. I just know that kind of shit because I did research for the movie.
I feel like you would like it because you like Star Wars, or is it not the same?
It's like sitcom Star Wars. It's boring. It's more scientific. It's
Has
like
Noah watched it?
No. I think he's watched parts, but it's.
I like how you're acting on a show you guys don't even watch.
Fuck it, but yeah, it's a cool little thing, and hopefully they get it edited. I'm gonna start bothering them about it, but I want to do more live action stuff like that. Like we're gonna do one on his brother Chance, which I can upload.
Were you gonna tell him about Noah's birthday?
Yeah, because they did one.
Because that kind of sparked your idea. That
kind of inspired me because of the fact that Noah's parents and brother and everybody did like a video of like the life of Noah, and it did this whole thing where it was like what he does. He's straight edge. Noah and I are straight edge. For people that don't know what that is, we've just kind of made it a life choice to decide not to do drugs or drink and blah blah blah. He's been straight edge for like 8 years. I've been straight edge for like 6. No, when did I become straight edge? I think I became straight edge 2014. So I don't think it's been that long. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, So about 5 years. And I think he's been straight edge for like 7 to 8 years. But I Noah has his reasonings for it, which if he ever comes on the podcast, he can explain it. Mine are just because of the fact that both of my parents were extreme, horrific drug addicts. I never met my dad because he died before I could meet him of a drug overdose. My mom is probably somewhere out there in the ether. I like to just say that she's dead because she's a horrible human being.
Shout out to my mom.
Yeah, shout out to you, Mom.
She's listening to
you. Yeah, she's fucking crying. She's like, oh, what the fuck? But
probably not.
Horrific drug addict, alcohol, fucking cigarette.
Not to mention the worst part, she's a boomer.
She is a boomer. She was born in 1961. But fuck that bitch. She kind of did a lot of horrible things, put me in a foster home, like a lot of shitty things. So I decided to just, it runs in my family, so I'm staying away from it.
And maybe you should talk more about your stories.
At some point, we'll get into that. Maybe we'll get into that into the next podcast. But
yeah, this is kind of
it's
very long.
It's
but
getting
it's
up
like,
there.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we can probably add some of this into that because we're trying to figure out a new schedule. Maybe we'll upload twice a week or something like that because these podcasts really aren't that taxing to put out.
We're also about gaming.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We may do some more gaming, like we want to play Overcooked.
I want to play Animal Crossing.
Yeah, we're probably going to play Animal Crossing when that comes out. But the movie...
Yeah.
So with the movie, they did one where it was like the life of Noah Cross, blah, blah, blah. You just rip ass?
Yeah. I hope that didn't get on there. I'm so sorry. I didn't think...
The look on your face.
I thought I shit myself.
But the movie is just like a life of Noah Cross. They're just kind of spoofing on him. And it was good, but it was really horribly edited. And I'm sorry if they're listening, but it was bad. And I know I can do it better. I have the means to do it. Like, I want to text Noah on Monday, and I want to say, let's schedule a fucking time, whether you go over to hang out with Afton or something for their meeting or something, and we just go and shoot something. But I'm going to get the green screen, I'm going to get the camera out, and we are filming. Like, I have a great one where I'm thinking about,
I want to be involved too.
Yeah, you could I totally want you guys.
I used to be involved in skits.
She's already gonna be involved because we're gonna have a scene where his little brother Chance is like a super anime weeb.
And I have an Akatsuki on.
Yeah.
And Itachi.
It's an Itachi robe. Or it's
Itachi.
It's his
headband.
It's his headband. But like I have a part where Chance is gonna be like, oh yeah, I met a girl, and his family's gonna be like, oh, we should totally meet her. And the part is like he comes over later in the day, and he's got this rucksack that he's dragging up the stairs, and it's gonna have Vanessa in it, and he kidnapped her.
You know what we should have done is taken notes on, because when he was describing his perfect girl, then we could have done my makeup, and because all I know is like blue hair and
big boobies.
Very skinny, big boobs.
I picked his brain on like what his perfect anime character would be. I also have another scene that I want to do because Noah always likes to ask Chance like weird questions, like the one I'm gonna.
I'll let you talk. Can I like pee?
Yeah, go ahead and go
okay.
pee. I'll continue this on my own.
All right.
So the video idea would be Noah likes to ask Chance like a lot of weird questions, like the one that I'm gonna go off of is if you had a clone of yourself and you had sex with it, is that gay or masturbation? And so the skit would be I'm just gonna get the green screen and set it up and do the little thing where I edit it in, but I'm gonna have it where Chance goes, I don't know, let me check. Hey, little Chance, and it's like, then another one comes on screen. It's him talking to himself, and it's just little Chance looking up at himself, and he goes, hey, little Chance, is it gay that we've had sex? And he goes, I don't think it's gay. And then they just have like a whole conversation about it. And Noah's just like, what the fuck, Chance? And Chance is like, what? It's little Chance. He's been in the house for a long time. And then Noah's just going to be like thinking about it. Like just kind of stuff like that. It's just going to be like little bits making fun of his little brother. Then we're going to end up doing one about his older brother. About a lot of stuff, about him being a stoner, that kind of stuff. But it's going to be a great time. Like, and I think I'll probably end up uploading those when they're done. They shouldn't be that hard. I bet we could probably get most of it done in a single day of filming. I just have to kind of figure out what the script is going to be, like what kind of like props we're going to use. We have another one that I want to do is his brother has a waifu pillow, and what I want to do is we always make jokes about how it was like, oh, I wonder if that thing's crispy or shattered like glass. One of the bits I want to do is it has this waifu pillow and it's constantly hanging out. It's disgusting. Like we're gonna buy one and it's gonna be like crunchy and just disgusting, and Noah's gonna be like, Chance, you need to get rid of that fucking thing. He's like, no, this is whatever character. And he's like, no, I don't want to get rid of it. And he's like, no, we're getting rid of it right now. And he's like, no, and they're fighting over it. Well, there's this ledge in their house, and I want to pretend, drop the pillow over the ledge and have it like falling to the ground. And when it falls and hits the ground, I want it to like just hard cut to a part where like it just glass, like a video of glass hitting the ground and shattering. And then, them running down the stairs and looking at the bottom and being like, no. And at the bottom, it's just this shredded pillow and just like pieces, like it was glass and it broke into pieces. And he's like, you killed her. And then like maybe he has a funeral in the backyard with all this sad music. Just stuff like that. I have quite a few notes that I could probably pull up the notes right now and just kind of look at what they are. Let's see. Chance shattering the waifu pillow. Green screen clone asking if fucking a clone of yourself is gay or masturbation. Girlfriend masturbating the having a girlfriend kidnapping bit. Why did I say masturbating clit? Alright, Vanessa is back.
Hello.
So I was just talking about the live action movies. And then
H3 is over.
Do we want to talk about that now or just save that for the next video? Because we are sitting at about an hour and 30 minutes.
That's fine. We can do it really fast.
Okay. H3 is over, party. Y'all... What?
It was the K-pop. The K-pop...
I thought H3 was Hey Siri.
Okay. I'm gonna say it. K-pop stands... I don't care if you like K-pop. They have... I like some of their tunes. But if you're a super stan... and you live and breathe them, come on, bro.
Let me just say I completely agree. That's one of the reasons why I have a problem with anime stands. Because there are some anime stands that are the same way.
Talks bad about it, and it's someone else's opinions. They decide to come after you. And I think that's what's happening now with H3.
Well, and this thing is, it's kind of a kind of understand where they're
coming from.
Kind of.
They say Ethan said he has no filter about things, but it's his opinion.
Well, and he's been like that from the beginning. They've had hundreds of episodes where he talks about his shit and just weird crazy stuff, and they even made a joke where they have a room specifically for apologies, and it's a pedestal that you get up and apologize for, which this is going to be on the next fucking one.
And I understand people respecting I wouldn't go out and say, oh, I hate K-pop stans. I get where people are coming from of what he said. But you gotta take it with a grain of salt because he does this stuff for comedy as well. Yeah. I'm sure he's fine with K-pop stans and whatever, but sometimes they are very cringy, or they attack people right away for no reason. Mm-hmm. They should really look at their stuff too, and I know that's not everybody, but yeah, he said some things that K-pop fans did not like.
And I'll play the video. I'll play it right now.
I'll sit in silence.
And we both haven't watched this.
BTS? I don't get the BTS thing. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't like K-pop. I hate K-pop. I don't get BTS.
K-pop?
They look like they're just a bunch of... How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are jerking off to little K-pop boys? It's like a little fetish. It's like a little twink gay fetish about these K-pop boys.
Does Ian have an insight on K-pop?
Ian, do you like K-pop? What do you think about BTS?
I mean, I don't like it, but it's just pop. I don't know. It's
just pop music.
But you like pop.
F-tier, easy. I don't know. I don't like the kind of the blend they do of hip hop and then
So I'll just say, so from the start, the person who has posted this was like, everyone has their own taste in music. It's perfectly fine. No one asks you to like K-pop, but because it's not your favorite genre doesn't mean it's bad or wrong to like it. I wish people could just respect others and interests and move on, which I get.
I agree with
I completely agree with that.
But he's a comedy show, and I just watched this clip now, and I'm not offended. Like, if I was a super stan, he says it for comedy.
Well, and the thing is, he doesn't even say it's bad or wrong. So has this person not even watched the clip? He says that I hate it, I do not like it, I do not understand it.
And
totally
think about
fucking fine.
Anime stans. People say that shit all the time, where they're like, oh, they're super into hentai. Which is not true. Just because you like anime doesn't mean you're jerking off to hentai. But people say that, too. And
it just happens.
People don't get offended by that.
Well,
they
and
make
like,
it a meme.
And like, there's people coming after him because of the fact that he says, oh, you're talking about kids jerking off? Where he just says, like, grown men and kids jerking off to BTS boys. Which is, it's just like a little side glance. Like, so far, I haven't heard. There's still a few seconds left, like 30 to 40 seconds left on this. But let's just play and see if there's anything else. Just so. Oops.
Like, really not that interesting pop music. I don't know. It's
I
not
don't
for
get
me.
it.
But I see why people like it.
But do people like it ironically? Or
No.
Because that's what I thought.
No. Dude, people are crazy on Twitter, the K-pop fans. It's so weird. All they do is post a gif of their favorite, like, K-pop person dancing, and they go fucking crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure that somebody's going to try to assassinate me.
He's right. They're trying to kill him.
Everybody's into this K-pop phenomenon, and I don't know. It's like,
I don't think it's everyone. Do you guys know?
Okay, so...
There's really nothing... he didn't say anything horrible. Yeah. He just said, I don't like it. Oops. Everybody else respect... Like, you're starting to say H3 is over.
If the kid's masturbating... And I'm sure he didn't mean that. When you're trying to be a comedian on a podcast and try to... Because he doesn't like it. That's the main thing. He's just saying he doesn't like it. K-pop stans do go over, the top. And they are the main ones who cancel people. Which some people that they have canceled should be canceled. I'm not going to go into cancel culture. But he just doesn't like it. The gift thing, I get why people... I just don't like when they post videos, you know what I mean? On something that's not relevant to K-pop is the only, like, thing. I had to, like, cancel out words on my Twitter so I don't see it. Because I don't care for K-pop either. I don't get it that much. But... I will post, like, anime gifs, so I'm pretty cringy in that way.
What the fuck did I just read? Can I just... Let's talk about some of the comments. Let's just,
like, wrap this up.
Okay, can I just... the person who... why?
Let's just stop.
Why, you think it's gonna be a fucking Vacant Hours cancel party?
If you were a big One Direction fan, it's the same thing. Is all I'm saying is... Because I was too, and I used to be over top. I think it's these kids or teens or, whatever age who do the same thing. And I think it's just you'll get over it where you're super into this thing. But if you like it, No one's telling you not to, dude. He just has his own opinions, and that's fine.
Yeah, and I'll link this video.
I'm not saying what he said was right.
Yeah.
But I can take it from a comedic standpoint. His podcast isn't very all serious, He's, the greatest. What does he say? The greatest podcast in the world.
Well, yeah.
All right.
All right. So I think on that note, I think we're gonna end this podcast for now. We're getting up a little high up.
It's probably really long, and I'm really sorry about that.
But it's good. A lot of podcasts are long, and it's just we're getting back into it. There's a lot of things we want to talk about. Yeah, I think it was fun. It's the greatest podcast in the world. But we'll let you guys go. If you like what you see, go ahead and like, subscribe. Hit that bell icon. Just keep yourself up to date on more of the stuff that we're gonna do. Hopefully, we're gonna do quite a bit of more stuff that I'm excited for.
For gaming, maybe live action.
Oh yeah.
Who knows? But thank you guys for listening.
Yeah.
For caring.
Exactly. Thank you so much. If you got any other suggestions for stuff, leave a comment and we will try to fix it or adjust accordingly. So, you guys have a good rest of your day and thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.